Welcome to AM Best Audio.
Two new Best Rankings reports highlight where growth is occurring across the insurance industry for both the life and health sector and the property casualty industry. I'm Lori Chortis for AM Best Audio, and joining us now to tell us more about that are the Best Wire reporters who are covering those stories, Terry Dopp and Renee Kiriluk-Hill. Renee and Terry, welcome. So great to speak with you both. Renee, we'll kick off the discussion with you. You reported the overall U.S. property casualty market saw net premiums written rise 5%, but Progressive stood out among the top 25 carriers. What factors helped Progressive separate itself from its peers?
Since we're talking about 2025 Best Rankings results, we might look back first to 2024. Last year, Progressive Claims President John Murphy did that when the company's net premiums written increased 17% for the first quarter of 25. And he said Progressive may have posted an industry-best combination of growth and profitability in 2024, with annual net premiums written up 21%, policies in force up 18%, and at the same time, the combined ratio improved 6.1 points to 88.8. That combined ratio, of course, is important since Progressive's target is a 96 or better. So Progressive increased advertising, they lowered some rates, they expanded appetite. This coincided with a sharp increase in shopping on the heels of the industry price hikes that we saw in previous years. Then this year, Progressive Personal Lines President Pat Callahan said something interesting about the pool of shoppers. He said older and longer tenure shoppers have been entering the market in ways the companies hadn't seen previously. So again, we're talking about Progressive. The company also spent time working on its homeowners book to reduce risk and volatility. So last year, it was looking for property business in new areas, and it has been especially looking for bundled customers who tend to be older and longer tenured.
So Renee, what do these rankings tell us about where the P&C market is headed?
Among the 50 largest U.S. property casualty writers, Progressive was one of only 6 to post double-digit net premiums written growth by percentage, but dip lower than that in the rankings, and some specialty insurers, reinsurers saw outsized percentage growth, including number 80 Axis U.S. operations. They went up to $1.3 billion of net premiums written. Previously, they were 219 on the list, so that's a jump. Their premiums were up 448.6%. Now, with rates more stable, we'll find out a year from now if that trend continued among specialty writers, since primary insurance rates have largely stabilized.
Customize your data experience. BestLink now offers an interactive company dashboard that provides company-level intelligence in a fast, user-friendly interface featuring interactive tables, charts, and Sparkline performance histories. Customize the dashboard tiles to prioritize the insurer ratings, data, and analytics that best support your workflow. AM Best. Our insight, your advantage.
Terry, Athene's admitted assets grew more than 22%, the strongest increase among the largest life health carriers. Can you tell us more about that?
Well, the industry as a whole saw growth in 2025. $9.9 trillion in admitted assets were up about 7% over the prior year. And LIMRA, which is considered an important industry tracker, cited Athene primarily as the leader in annuity sales for 2025. It had about $34.45 billion across all types of annuities. To put a little bit of perspective on the number, it's about 10% of the top 20 writers, according to the LIMRA data. So just over $33 billion of that came from fixed annuities. That was an important source of growth for Athene, was the sale of annuities.
And Terry, what were some of the other key takeaways from the rankings?
Well, at the top of the scale, you didn't really see any movement. There was no movement until 5 to 10. There was, of course, Prudential of America Group always on top, followed by New York Life, and MetLife came in right after that. Then it was Mass Mutual and Northwestern Mutual. There was no movement among the top 5, like I said. It wasn't really, Athene had the largest growth among the top 10. They moved from the number 12 last year to the number 8 this year. There was really no one else in the top of the ranking who moved more than one place.
Very interesting. Terry and Renee, always a pleasure to speak with you both. Thank you so much for joining us today. Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you
for having us.
That was Renee Kiriluk-Hill and Terry Dopp, both Senior Associate Editors at AM Best. You can find the full stories on BestWire at ambest.com. For AM Best Audio, I'm Lori Chortis.
Looking to get the full attention of the insurance industry? We have the platforms that will do just that. Whether it be AM Best TV, AM Best Audio, Best Review Magazine, or Best Day. Find out more by calling AM Best Advertising Sales at 908-439-2200, extension 5399, and have a great day.